Welcome, welcome. We're going to shoot some craps this evening. It is Thursday evening and we're in Indiana. We're going to try to double dip on the field. We're betting, starting off on our come out rolls. They are working. On every place number, I'm betting $200 units and $200 unit on the field. And we're working. We're coming right out. We're going to make some money on the first throw. Hopefully some nice money. Oh, you can't get any nicer than that. 66. A triple payoff on the field bet hit. We got 200 down on the field to pay $600. We're that far ahead. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut my bet units that I'm betting across and also on the field. I'm going to cut them to $100 units. That's a $750 total bet with the buy bets. We're buying the 4, we're buying the 10. Buy the 4, buy the 10. Because right now, I haven't even set a point. Still working. Working. 22, one of the best bets out there. That's a 4 at $100. That gives me $195 plus $100, $295 pay. I've got $895 in my rack now. I've got $750 out in bets. We finally set a point. Almost made $1,000 so far. Just setting the point. Made $895. Can't get much better than that. $24. $750 bet. We got $100 units everywhere. That's $140 won on the across number, but we lost $100 on the field, so we come out $40 to the good. Now we've got $935 to the good. 3 throws. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Since I'm that far ahead, I'm going to go to 374, which are $50 bet units bet on each of the across numbers, with the buys on the 4 and the 10, and $50 on the field. That way I can only go backwards. If absolute worst thing that happens right now happens, I can only go back 374, and I'm still going to be about 600 ahead at that point. So we're just preparing for it. We don't like to see big chunks of what we won go back in. That's a good, oh, I like that. 55, man, we're scorching them. And that's at a $50 bet. That's a $98 win on the place bet. $50 on the field. I'm now at $1,083 ahead. And that's on 4 rolls. At the end of 4 rolls, I'm over $1,000 ahead. 1,083. I'm just going ahead and leave that out there. my options at this point is to keep my bets under $83 because I'm $83 over 1,000 ahead and I want a $1,000 win session or a $2,000 win session or somewhere in between, anywhere in that range. That's why I try to win every time. And I've done it the last 31 sessions in a row. So I could bet less than 83 and take the $1,000 win on 4 throws. Or I can go on. I think I want to go on with the 374 out. Mainly because if I was in a casino, I'd probably take the money and run. But I want to throw some more. That's a 1-5. That's a $20 win, and we got 70 on the cross number, and we lost 50 of it on losing the field bet. So we're $20 ahead for that throw. I'm averaging right now, for my last 31 sessions, about $26 every throw. Okay, here we go. $33, hard 6, that's another $20. I'm up to $1,123 ahead. Where's it going? We're not even warmed up yet. One and 6, I think it is. We're not going to say what that is. So I lost that 374 that I put out there. And I'm $749 ahead. I've thrown 7 times. That's over $100 a throw. Since we're going to go ahead and try to get up maybe to 2,000. We're going to do the same thing, working on the come out. $200 units on all the cross numbers and the field bet. Everything working. We could be sorry. We had a session this afternoon that I did that went 107 throws. I was in and out, you know, holes, kept digging holes, digging out. The thing was, I was won my $1,000 over that in the first 12 throws, but I continued on. We hope that don't happen now. 23. And since we've got the $200 units out, that 23 gets me an $80 win. I win $280 on the cross number. And I lose 200 of it back on the field, so I'm $80 ahead. And I'm going to come down to a $750 across bet, which is $100 on each number and the field. I'm at $829 ahead. One and 4, that's a $40 hit at the $100 bet level across plus the field. We double dip those field bet hits if we can. Collect on them twice. The only ones you don't do that on the field bets is the 3 and the 11. You just get paid for the field there. Good throw. 55, we like that. That's a buy number. We bought that one. That's $295. And I'm back up to $1,164 a head. I didn't stay below 1,000 that long. See if I can get the other 1,000. We're halfway there, or if we can just keep it going. That was a little crappy throw. I didn't get it down the table like I wanted to. It cost me $7.50 by doing that. So I am now, I lost $7.50 on that throw. I was $1,164, so I'm $414 ahead. And I'm just going to go ahead and leave it at that $7.50 level. That was a little short roll. One and two. That's a 3. That just pays your $100 field hit. Back up to 514. $21, that's another, we're getting good at hitting that 3 it looks like. That's another $100 win. 614 ahead. We've got to dig ourselves out of that loss to the Big Red here a few throws ago. Got to replace those winnings we lost. $46. That's a buy bet win. We bought that. That's another $295. $195 for the cross hit, and $100 for the field hit. So I'm back up to $909 again. Again, I don't know if I actually stopped on that particular amount or not. I'm throwing from 14 feet straight out. I don't know if I introduced myself or not when we started. I'm Bill Collins, and we're here in Indiana. It's a Thursday evening. Shooting from 14 feet straight out with a nice tongue grip. $45, that's a fairly decent number. Then we get a double dip on that one. We get $240 for the across hit, and we get $100 for the field bet hit, so we're at $1,149. And once again, I got the option right now of quitting and being $1,149 ahead for the session. And what I'm going to do instead is drop my bet back to $374, $50 units, and we'll just continue on and see what we can do. Smart thing, we're 15 throws in. And I've been over 1,000 3 times, 3 different times. I got back under it twice because of those nasty numbers that come up every now and then. They set you back when they come up. We ain't gonna let them come up no more. 1 and 1, that's a field hit, and that pays double. So we put in 1 and 1. And that's a $100 win at the $50 level. So I'm now at $1,249. I've got $374 at risk on the table. The more I play and practice, the more I learn. And one thing I try to do is not ever let greed enter the game. That's why I keep my win levels so reasonably low. 45, yeah, we'll go with that. That's another double dip field hit. That's a 70 and a 50. That's 120 paid. That's 1369 ahead. Here we go. One die went off the side a little bit, didn't go straight. 36, another double dip. A 50 and a 70, 120. I'm up to 1489 on my 18th throw. With two bad numbers in there along the way. They really didn't set us back. They just slowed us down a little bit. $62, $20 win, $70 win, and a $50 loss on the field bet that we lost, so we're at 1509. Now I could bet bigger, maybe wrap this up in a hurry, but I'm just going to milk it along a little bit and not be greedy. That way, if I do go back, I won't go back that much. I won't have that much more to make up. We're going to try not to go back. 32, another $20 net win. I'm at 1529. And what I'm going to do right now, we got 1529, I got 374 out. I'm going to take and drop a $25 buy bet chip on 4. It'll make it pay a little better. $75 bet now. One guy kind of hung behind and then it caught up and shot ahead of the other one. That's a 44. That's another little bit of a win. $20. And I'm going to take and bet 34. And I'm going to put a $10 unit on the 5, 6, and 8. So they go from 50 to roughly 60. They go from 60 to 72. I hear a train whistle. Our train comes 30 times a day, roughly. It passes within 50 feet of my building here, my garage where my craps table is. And he's going to blow his whistle when he gets right opposite. And it's going to be real loud, so I thought I'd prepare you. I don't think I'll throw when he's blowing. I got a 46. And a 46 is a buy bet win on the 10. And we're at a $50 level. So we win 98 on the cross number. And we win $50 on the field. That's 148. I'm at 1697 ahead. 1697. Now you can see that 4, but I don't think you can see this 6. So I'll push it up there where you can. My camera comes out to about where that number 4 is. We got a hit on that. I'm going to go ahead and put a $25 buy bet on 10. We're starting to raise a little bit. We've raised everything at 9. We're going to raise that. One thing I never do, playing this way, if I'm double dipping the field, I never raise the field. cuts down your payoff when you're more frequently hit inside numbers. I don't do that. Yeah, I think our train's gone. The 32. That's an $84 hit. Minus 50. It's 34. And I want to mark that particular one right there so I'll know. So give me just a second. There, I got it marked. I can come back after the session and look at that again. My spreadsheet figures out automatically every payoff for me pretty well. But that particular one, where I've got my raise out on it, I need to modify it. Now I know how to come back to it and do it. I just changed the color and the type on it. Here we go. We're ready. What did we get? 45. That's a double dip number on the field. 45. Let's see what we got. We got a $70 win. And a $50 loss. We've got a running a 7RR for the session of 12 numbers between sevens. And right now we're at $1,851. We built up to where we got $460 on the table in our way of bets. We can get some good hits, it may not take long. And we were at that was our 24th roll. And just about half a dozen rolls ago, from there on back, I threw 7 field numbers in a row, I'm just noticing. Die went sideways, 41. That's an $84 hit. Minus 50 for losing the field. We're at $1,885 right now. And I threw a 10 a while ago, so I'm going to drop another $25 buy bet on the 10. That brings that up to 100. So we now got $486 on the table. $1,885 in the rack. $66, triple dip. Pays triple, 100.5, $50 field bet, pays triple. And we are at $2,035 ahead on 26 rolls. So I made it to my $2,000 win goal. I got 20, it looks like 26 ahead, I think I said. So what I'm going to do, I am going to lock that win up before it goes home with me, simply by keeping all my bets on $35 ahead. So I think I will bet a $30 4. That's a buy bet. And that is my entire bet for this term. So let me put my 30 bucks out here. I've got $35 ahead of my win goal. And we've got to pay the vig on that. That's a buck. So we got $31 in bets out, and we're $35 ahead. Now if I hit this, I've got to hit the 4 to collect now. If I hit this, I'll put the inside numbers in. And we'll start spreading out. Before you know it, I'll be across. That didn't come off my fingers right, but didn't matter. I got the other number. I had my choice of going with a 4 or a 10 for my point, and I went with a 4. And that's the second or third one of those I've seen here lately. So I'm just going to move my bet from the 4 over to the 10. Make it a buy bet. All right. Points now 10 that I need. Looks like I might be throwing more 10s and 4s. We'll see. 42. That doesn't win me anything. It doesn't lose me anything. Okay, here we go. Ha! I moved it off the 4 and that's what I threw. It never fails. A 1 and a 3 that does not pay because I moved it. Isn't that poetic justice? Huh? Twice in a row. I'm just going to take that down, move it back over there. I'll just make it 25 this time. We're going to buy it, and it's back on the 4. I second guessed myself, and now I'm second guessing myself again. We'll make 4 our point that we got to get. See if we can do a 3 in a row. No, we got a 55, it looks like. I just moved it off. Every time I move it, it goes to what I haven't, what it was on before I moved it. If I'm on the 4, I throw the 10. If I'm on the 10, I throw the 4. You call that can't win for losing. And boy, let me see, I'll tell you why. I've thrown 4, 5, 6s, or 8s in 20 throws. The rest have all been field bet numbers. That's pretty good. That went around it. That's an inside number hit. Right now I've tossed 56.25% field hits. Over 56% have been field hits. I had a session last week with 72%. 72% field hits. That was smoking. That's it. 1-6, that ends it. Makes me kind of glad it did. There we go. I ended ended up with $2,034 after 33 throws. And I hit the $2,000 mark on my 26th throw. So we're going to take that as a win. Get that big bad boy off the table. And I thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you learned something.